All right, now let's read the request. The people have sent the request to join the group. Okay, so for that it's going to be really quick because we have done this before. In our profile screen here, there was a method when we go to the view friends, or when we have a friend request, we're going to see who's our friends, who has sent us a request. Okay, so this is quite similar even in the groups here. Okay, so here what we will return is the same thing we were returning in the profile. So let's go to the profile screen and see what was going on. So profile screen, so we need to come back to the profile and then fix our UI. Okay, and then also the code, because you can see right now we're having trouble just to look for one method. Okay, so where we have a request here, build friend request. Okay, so let's go to this build. Where is this method? Why my control is not working? So let's, yeah, so this method, when we click on it, we're navigating to friend request screen. Okay, so this is exactly what we are going to do. Let's copy this. Let's just copy that, and then let's go to group information screen. We go to group details screen. Okay, why is my control not working here? Yeah, here there you hold control and then click on it. Okay, so here we want to navigate to this. Okay, let's import that. Now let's go to friend request screen and see what is going on. Where is that friend request screen? So in the friend request screen, we're just returning a friend list screen. Okay, so let's go to this screen. So in this screen, we were checking to get the future. So let's check inside this same future. For if we say future view type is friend, so if it is friend, we are checking that. If its view type is friend request, we are getting the friend get friend request. Okay, so now here let's get in this method of getting a friend request. So let's check here. So here we were checking, first we are creating a list of user model, and then we are going to that snapshot. So what we're going to do here, let's also pass let's pass another string of group ID. Okay, so maybe let's do this as required. Okay, this is required, and then also this is required. Let's minimize one, and then now here all we need to do is first we need to check if this is not empty. Okay, so let's check if okay, Copilot is already doing that. Let's click tab. So now this will depend. Now if this is not empty, which means we will get for the group. Okay, else we'll get for the user module. So let's go through it again. If this is not empty, we're just in the snapshot, we are going to get in the Firestore.groups, and then we're going to get group ID and then .get. Okay, now we'll create the list of friends UID. Okay, so this is, instead of friends UID, let's say group requests. Okay, let's say, okay, let's just say request UIDs, and then we are going to get a snapshot. So this group request is going to, let's see, it's a document snapshot, which is this one, .get awaiting approvals. Okay, now for each friend UID, so here let's, it's this one. Okay, for each let's just keep it like that, friend UID, and then let's copy that in this request ID. Okay, we are going to get inside their user model and then get their data, and then in the end return this. So this, let's name it to okay, let's just keep it like that because everything else is done, but I think then naming it would have been better so that we don't get lost. Okay, so this one, let's keep it as a request friend requests list. Okay, let's keep it like that, and then this is a requests UIDs, and then yeah, I think the naming is not bad here. Okay, so this is the only change that we have done. We have also added that it can check if it's a group request. Okay, so now let's go everywhere where there's errors and fix them. First, let's go in a friend list. So here we see that we need that. First of all, this is required, so we are going to have to type UID and then put it there. And then the next, we need to pass the group ID. So now this is going to depend on where we are coming from. Okay, so here let's put this above here. So let's not require this, let's just put this dot group ID is going to be an empty string. Now here let's initialize that, let's close that, and then let's pass the group ID like that. Okay, so if we are coming from elsewhere, this is always going to be empty. Okay, but now if we are coming from the group information screen, which is a group details card, here we need to put that. Okay, so here we're navigating first to the friend request screen. So inside the friend request screen also, let's go, because yeah, this is a friend request screen. So even here, let's pass something which is also not required. So here let's pass this dot group ID, which is also initialized as empty, and then let's just pass it there, which means once we pass it here, we'll also pass it now inside the friend list here. Okay, so here we are going to pass this group ID, which is coming from that widget, which means now we need to remove this constant keyword. All right, now the errors are gone because this group ID is coming all the way to the friend request screen, and then it's going to be passed inside the friend list up to here. All right, now that's all we need to do. Let's now give it a try. So I'm gonna hot reload. Now okay, this is loading. Now we can try to click here. You can see that it goes to the friend request screen. Okay, but now it's saying no friends. All right, which is a problem because we should have friends, because what is happening is once we go in the friend request screen here, we are passing this group provider, and then we are passing under friend request. Let's see this. Yeah, okay, we did not pass here. So where did we put that? Okay, we did not pass it here. So here we need to pass the group ID. Okay, but I think we passed it somewhere. Where did we pass it? So this is going to the friend request screen. If we go to the friend request screen, it's still empty. Okay, so okay, so we need to pass it here. So okay, so because we are navigating like that, here we need to pass it as an argument. Okay, like that, like this. But now let's change, let's not navigate like that. Let's navigate like so we're going to say navigator dot of context dot push, and then here we'll say material page route. Then here we're going to say context, and then After this context, we have to return now the friend request screen. So here we're going to say friend request screen, like that. So let's close it out, and then this is not the group provider, this is the group ID, and then here we need to pass our group ID, which comes from group provider group model group ID. Right, now where are we having a problem? So this one we need to return it like that. So let's hot reload again. Okay, let's wait, this one is still loading. Now let's try to click here. Okay, you can see that we have this buff gamer who has sent us a request. Okay, so this screen also, let's change it, because it's no longer friend request, it's going to be also having friend request and group request. So let's go to that screen, which is this. Let's change this from friend request, let's just say request, then let's wrap this with a padding widget. We can hot reload. All right, now this accept here, we should handle it properly, because right now it's viewing the way we were viewing it in the friend request. Okay, so let's go back to this screen, which is a friend list, and then where is that accept button? So in the friend widget here, we need to get in the friend widget, and then where is that now? So here where we are showing this accept button, if we click here, we need to be able to go to his profile. We did not put that, so that we can see this profile, this person's profile before we accept him. Okay, so what we can do here is to check also here. Okay, we need to check accept, because here when we click this accept, it's going to accept him as a friend request, but that's not what we want. Even here now we need to check if it's for the group. Okay, so let's go to this friend widget. Where is it coming from? Again, it's coming from the friend list. You can see this friend list, and then we are returning the friend widgets. So also here, let's pass this. Okay, so here after the view type, we are going to pass the group ID. Okay, like that. Now if we go inside here, this group ID, let's also not require it, let's put it like that, and then let's initialize it there. Now here we need to check, so if group ID dot is empty, this is when we are going to do this. Else we need to add them to the group. Okay, so here we need to accept friend. Now what's our method now? Inside the group provider, what do we call that method? Accept request to join group. Okay, so let's close these that we don't need. Let's come back here. So here is context that read group provider, and then where is it ending? Let's remove it. It's called accept request to join group. Okay, then we have group ID and then the UID. All right, so right after this we are going to say dot when completed. Let's minimize that. We're just gonna show the snack bar. You you are now a group member. So let's just say we don't need to say this. You can say this person's name. Okay, so what we can do is we can put the $sign and then say friend.name is now a group member. Okay, is now a member of this group. Okay, great. Now what else do we need to do here? The other thing is before we accept it, we want that click event. Let's come back here. When we click the entire this, we want to go to his profile so that we can see his profile. Okay, so where is that? So here we are. Okay, it's not now. So this on top here. Okay, so here we need to check. Okay, instead of now, we're going to check if group model dot is not empty. Let's navigate to his profile. You can see that Copilot now knows everything that we need to do here. Okay, so it says it's not, we don't want to navigate to chat screen. We want to navigate to, what is this? This is navigating to not chat screen. We want to navigate to a profile, to this person's profile. We did not create that method. Okay, so instead of going to chat screen, let's just put a comment, navigate to this person's profile. No, not that. We created that somewhere. I don't want to write the code again. Navigate to this person's profile. Okay, yeah, did we put it like that? Let's come down and then let's just look for friend list. Inside the people screen, I think that's where we did it. Inside the people. Okay, we're still calling friend widget, and then in the friend widget where accept friend. Okay, I don't think we created anything to navigate to the person's profile. Okay, navigate to screen with the following: navigate to chat screen, then navigate to this user's profile. Yeah, okay, it's here. We created it. Okay, oh, it was just right on top here. I couldn't see it. Okay, and then else, that's when you will return now. Okay, else we will return now. All right, or you can just not do it. All right, so I don't know why I didn't see this. It was just on top. Maybe I'm tired. Let's hot reload. Now we can go to this person's profile. Okay, now we can even send them a friend request separately, or we can just accept. Now let's try to accept them so that they can become the member of the group. Okay, right now we know that they can't enter, but now they send us a friend request, so let's accept them. All right, so let's accept. Buff Gamer is now a member of the group. Now, so once we accept, we should also refresh this so that they come out of this. Okay, now that they're a member, if we go back, so this was a future, let's come out and then check again. Okay, so this should go away, meaning it didn't update. Now once they are a member, let's click here, so you can see that it's still reading that. I don't know why, because we know that now this person is a member, but let's confirm with our Firestore. So in the awaiting, they are still there, which means our method did not run correctly. Let's hot reload. So they are still here as awaiting approval. and then in the members UID they are still not there. All right, so let's check our code again. So where is that accept button? Accept request. Okay, so let's get inside here. So you see our problem here is that we are sending this UID as our ID. Okay, we are removing us from members, and then we are adding ourselves as a member. We are removing us from this. This is not happening. What we're supposed to do is we need to get this person's ID. Let's go back. Let's remove that. Where is that? Here. So this ID, it needs to be friend.uid. Okay, just be careful here. All right, so this UID, maybe to be sure, let's change it to friend ID. Okay, friend ID. Let's copy that, then paste that, and then also paste that. Then we can go back here and then paste that. Now let's redo it again. Let's hot reload. All right, now that it's been done, let's go back here. This one is still loading. Let's check if we have request, and then let's accept. So now Buff Gamer is a member of the group. Now let's check with Buff Gamer if he's truly a member. If he clicks here, you can see now he gets in, and then he has access to this. All right, great. Now if he even comes here, he can have this exit group. Now he can see himself as a member even here. All right, great. So now this should go away because we don't have any friends. If we go back here, there will be nothing because it has refreshed now. All right, so the other thing is, maybe once we click here, we can pop it so that we refresh the screen, but we can do that later on. Okay, now here this should go away. There's something that is missing, so let's go in our method in a group provider. So let's go. Okay, so all right, here instead of calling this, let's update the group model. Okay, so here we just need to call group models dot. First we want to update the awaiting approval. Also awaiting approval, we want to remove this friend, which is the friend UID, and then we also want to update the group member. We want to add this friend, then after that we are going to notify the changes. Okay, so now that this is notified, this should go away. Once we accept, this is going to go away. Okay, so let's hot reload. Right now it won't go away because we did not notify, and then also that's why these members here are not updated, because we did not do this. This should run immediately we accept the friend. Okay, so what we are going to do is because here, if we won't leave this screen, the people that we accept are still going to be here. All right, so let's go to the friend widget, and then here let's pop navigator dot pop context. Okay, here we want to pop after this method. So right now it's done. If we come out and completely come out of the group, immediately click here, it's going to load the new data, which means this button is going to go away and the friends are going to be loaded. All right, great. So yeah, now that method is done, someone can be added to the group. And then now let's change this setting, like let's put this setting, so this we want to put it like that. All right, and then let's lock the messages. All right, so once we lock the messages, let's see if you can see that messages are locked. Only admins can send the messages. Now once we unlock, now this is going to load again because it's a future. So what we need to do is, once we send this, we need to update immediately, but now if it just comes back and come in, it's going to find that it's updated. Then the other thing, if I come out of the settings and get in, okay, I find that they are saved, but let's see, I thought they are not saving. Let's come out up to here, let's get inside again, then let's check before we end this video. Let's get inside. All right, the settings are getting saved. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it for this video. We have done the group part is done. Now we can add people, we can accept, unless there's something that missing in the group, we can work on that. Now if we click here, we can set this person as admin. If we come in the group settings, we can see here the members are there. We can also add admins. All right, so now in the next one, maybe we should update the profile UI. Okay, and then we're going to come back to the chat here. I've got something that we need to update this, because I don't know if we have any one-to-one chat. Yeah, this odd one. You see how this behaving is when we long press here, it comes back, it leaves the emoji behind. Okay, then even when we swipe here, you can see how that is remaining. It should be attached to the message. We need to fix that. Okay, maybe we fix that in the next video, or maybe we'll come back to the profile and then rebuild the UI for the profile. So thank you guys, and see you in the next video.